Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of the Sam Hostic Media Podcast, a very special edition of the podcast today with the freshman class from the UNH women's hockey team. Our first guest today is a native of Hampton, New Hampshire, and was a Rose Scholarship recipient at Worcester Academy. Please welcome number 4, Ciara Wall.
Hi.
Our second guest today was awarded Rookie of the Week for December 28, 2020, and won a bronze medal at the SO Cup. Please welcome Chavonne Truter.
Hey.
Our third guest, who just finished her freshman season at UNH, was the Hockey East Pro Ambitions Rookie of the Week for January 25th, 2021, and won an under-18 national gold medal with Team Ontario. Please welcome Brianna Brooks.
Hi.
Our fourth guest was part of the Atlantic national team and was an assistant captain and captained the team the next year. Please welcome number 20, Kyla Bent.
Hi.
And our fifth guest led the under-18 Team Ontario to a gold medal at the national championships and played for Team Canada at the under-18 versus Team USA in 2019. Please welcome number 23, Charli Kettyle.
Hello.
Now we're going to get right into things here. Each of you were part of the freshman class this year, so just take us through what the committing process for each of you was, and when did you know UNH was the school for you?
You guys want to start? Yeah. So Chavonne and I, when we were playing midget, we got recruited on the same team, and part of like that recruiting process was actually like at the SO Cup where we both went. And yeah, we just got recruited, and then we chose UNH in like grade 9, end of grade 9, going into grade 10. So we knew for like a couple years before coming here that we were coming here because we were pretty young.
Yeah, because we knew Ray Breton. She was here before. We also played with her previously, and then she told us about this place. And we recently were like recruited by this school. While we were doing our visits, we like visited this school, and then we were both committed here.
I think for me it was a little different. I'm kind of from like a smaller part of Canada, so I had to like go away to like a private school to play hockey, and then from there we usually like go to tournaments and stuff. So I was recruited, I think it was a tournament actually kind of outside of Boston, just like a smaller like showcase tournament. I think I met Bill there, or maybe after or something, one of our assistant coaches. And then I kind of committed middle of grade 10, around there. And once I toured, I kind of like knew it's kind of like where I wanted to go. It really felt like a nice like fit for me personally.
For me, I was recruited a bit later than them. I was in grade 11, and then I toured here and I visited the rink, and I just completely fell in love with it and the coaches, so that's why I knew it was for me.
For me, I had like a tournament out in Minnesota, and then I think some of the coaches were there, and then my team had a good tournament, so like we were getting looked at by some coaches. And then the next year I toured UNH in the summer, and I talked to all the coaches, and I really liked it, so I kind of waited. They came and watched me play, and then after that I committed here.
Awesome. Now take us through each of your first NCAA games. Who are they against, and what was going through your head that you were finally playing D1 hockey?
I think my first game was against BC.
Yeah,
BC. We played BC, and honestly, it was so like scary at first. Like we were so nervous, but like so excited at the same time that like, I don't know, it was just so surreal. Like we've dreamt of this for so long that like stepping on the ice for the first time, like even putting on like the UNH jersey for the first time was like crazy. Like we couldn't believe it like at the first time, or like I couldn't anyways. I won't speak for you guys, but like I thought it was crazy, and I was just so nervous, but like it ended up like we ended up using like that nervous, like it was like nervous energy almost.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with like kind of putting on the jersey for the first time was like crazy. It was like, oh my god, like this is actually happening. You've been like thinking of it for like so many years. And then it kind of clicked for me. We were like after warm up, kind of when we were sitting on the bench, like waiting for your name to be called to get on the ice. Like you're kind of just sitting down on the bench at ice level, and you're just like, oh, like this, we're in the game now. Like, and then you're just kind of sitting there waiting for your name to be called, get on your first shift under your belt. I don't know. It's just, it was honestly, it was a nervous but like crazy feeling.
It like clicked in for me when everyone's doing like their cool handshakes before the game, and I'm looking at you guys and like we have no handshakes, nothing. We're going in like cold turkey, and everyone has their stuff. But we're like, okay, that made me the most nervous when everyone had like their little things. But other than that, it was a fun game.
Absolutely. Now take us through the feeling in your head when you saw your names on a UNH jersey.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
That was a long time ago.
Honestly, it was just like crazy. Like it didn't seem real. Like I feel like we were all like knew like when did this would happen, but like when it actually happens, it just felt like, yeah, like I made it here. Like I did this. Like I worked hard my whole life for this. So like it finally like was all coming true, and all the pieces were being put together.
Like freaked out a little bit in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't show it, but like I saw it, and I was like, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, it was seeing the stall with my last name in it and all my equipment. Like I had never had that before, so that was very
All the new
professional.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how special is it to have the facilities you guys have at UNH at your fingertips?
It's definitely very like, we're very privileged
Oh,
for
nice.
like what we have and like available to us. It's really nice. We always have like, we have the gym, we literally have anything we want whenever, like if we wanted to go out and extra ice, like anything, we kind of have everything we want. So it's kind of like up to us when we want to use it, and we're always kind of using our facilities, which is really nice that it's always around us.
And we live close to it, so it's literally just a little walk.
Yeah.
It's not far at all.
Now, for everyone watching this, we have a special guest joining us. She is known as the mom of the group. Please welcome number 13, Maddie Truax.
Hi. Hi, guys.
She's our
Maddie.
mom.
She's our mom.
I am.
Now, in talking to Maddie, she said to bring up with Brianna, you guys hold hands every game going on the ice. So tell us the story behind that.
Well, originally it was this other girl, and then I think she got hurt or something, and she stopped playing like a consecutive amount of games. So then I like walk right behind Maddie before we go on the ice. So she's like trying to like teach me. She's like, come on, like you gotta hold my hand before we go on the ice. And I always would forget, but she'd always like turn around and be like, come on, we're going. But it was funny. It was fun.
Now here, we'll get into some fun questions. You guys are all on the same team, obviously. So who is the messiest girl on the team?
Chavonne.
Our Kyla.
Chavonne or Kyla.
We would have to take that crowd.
Their room is so
Chavonne or
disgusting.
Kyla, they share a room and it's messy, but I think Chavonne makes it a little more messy than Kyla
Yeah.
does.
I just make it homey.
Team DJ.
Charli.
Charli,
For sure.
Best and worst TikToker on the team.
Brianna.
Best.
Worse. I'm definitely bad at it, but
Now, who's most likely to forget something on an overnight trip?
Kyla.
Definitely Kyla.
Yeah.
Now, what is one thing that one of the other girls can't live without for 5 minutes?
Charli and lip balm.
Yeah.
Oh my
She's
god.
obsessed
Yeah.
with that.
She carries it
Yeah,
around.
I have some right here, actually.
Now, Charli, you posted a TikTok that was friends only, but the outfit of the day video. Take us through that, and what company should sponsor the UNH women's hockey team next
I
year?
actually welded it together, so it's Sheen. And the trend going around is where people like point at their arm and go Sheen. So we were like, hey, we should make one and go Sheen. So then it would go viral. It actually didn't go viral, unfortunately, but we did have fun making it.
Yeah.
We did.
Now, who has the best style on the ice or off the ice?
Oh, this is
You
tough.
guys all do. So.
Kyla off the ice for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, Kyla.
Yeah.
On the
I don't know, we all have, like,
we all have
different
different
style.
style.
Yeah, it's all different.
I
Maybe
can't
Chavonne. Chavonne has good style.
The
No,
team-
we had a teacher.
Chara-
Chara's pretty good
I think-
style, actually.
It was good, but then Charli did improve me a little bit. So, like, I would take the crown, but I think it would be Charli though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Probably
Charli.
Now for Maddie, how special was it to have a freshman class like this coming in?
There was so many of them. I hated them. That's crazy. Like, I was very overwhelmed at first. My class is only 4. So, I mean, my class was 7, then we lost a bunch of people, red shirts, whatever. But, I mean, that group is very tight-knit, you know what I'm saying? So it was nice having them already kind of knowing each other. Some of them, like Brooks and Truter, played together, and someone else played with you guys. I forget. But it was nice having them know each other and then come in and just be able to just get into the groove and with us all. So.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank Maddie for hopping in here. I know there was some good laughs and the girls were happy to see her hop in here. So thanks again, Maddie.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
Now we'll get back into the New Hampshire side of things here. So obviously you guys all completed your freshman year in a COVID season. So what was it like having to adjust to playing with masks and not really being able to do much outside the rink?
It was crazy at first. Like we hated it. We
Hated
always
it.
like tried to like get away with not wearing one or whatever, but we had a very strict trainer who was always on us and reminding us to put our masks up and like wear them on the ice and stuff. So it was definitely weird at first, but like as the season progressed, like it got like better. Like it was like natural. Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I know, like as the season went on, we started having like a ranking of who wore the mask the best to like
Yeah.
compete with each other, and that helped a bit to keep us like motivated to wear it.
Yeah.
Kira was actually up there a lot. She was good
I
at
was
wearing
most improved.
Yeah,
that week,
yes.
and
Shout out
I
Kira
went,
for that.
I went back down the next week.
Yeah, I was always on the bottom.
Yeah.
Me too.
Now, how easy was it to balance school and hockey throughout the semesters and season?
It was hard in the beginning.
I didn't find it too bad. I think school being online like really helped
Yeah.
out. It was nice to
Yeah.
have a freshman year with school online, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think next year will be different if we're in
Yeah.
person because we'll have to be going from class to
Yeah.
the dorm to the rink. So
It made it a lot easier to like kind of manage your time, I guess, with it online, because you could kind of do your classes when you had the time to do them, which was like nice. So
And squeeze in those naps
Yeah.
because we'd already be in our room.
Now, what does a normal game day look like for you guys as athletes?
Sleep in.
Yeah.
Pre-game meal, 4
Coffee.
hours before.
yeah.
And then we usually go get coffee. We get dressed and in our dress clothes, and we just listen to music usually. And then we go to the rink 2 hours before, tape our stick, get ready, warm up,
soccer.
soccer.
It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Now, if any of you have an embarrassing story during a game this year, what is it?
Embarrassing. Sorry.
I feel like you have to have one.
I feel like there was one for
I
you.
think I fell off the bench once.
There was
But, like,
something
that's not that
happened.
bad.
Something happened.
Something
The
definitely
funniest
happened.
thing though for me
The knee?
was when she blocked the shot with her hand and she was just like done. Chavonne?
Yeah, I literally, that hurt, guys.
Yeah. She was down.
I was like, I'm done for the whole game, coach. And then back out like the next shift.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know.
There wasn't
There
really.
wasn't.
I don't know.
Like there has to be one because a lot of funny things happen, but like I don't think I can think of one on the spot.
Yeah, I'm trying to
No.
think.
I don't think embarrassing, but
Just like
also
funny.
like Nicole Kelly's first goal. Like she just like
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
that-
Yeah.
Finally.
There
it was
you
like
go.
finally.
There was a time at one of our games, like the music was like a guitar solo.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds
And
good.
Kelly was on the bench, like going like this.
And I
like-
hit her because I was like, Kelly, you're on
and she was on the
camera.
big screen, so like you can go. I went back to the game after, and I went to find it because it was just so funny.
Yeah.
That was
funny.
probably the best one.
And Coach Witt was just looking at her
Yeah,
like,
she's
oh my
like-
gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, something you guys didn't get to experience this year was playing in front of fans. So how excited are you to play in front of fans next season?
Very
Honestly,
excited.
yeah, so excited, and just to have our families here too.
Yeah, that's the
like,
most important part for me.
for sure is gonna be like so nice because I know like our families have probably been like just waiting, dying to come down, but I think it's always nice to have like support in the crowds.
There's always like a little edge you get from people watching.
Yeah.
That you gotta like, I need to be the best.
I think my dad will be the most excited.
Yeah.
It literally like killed him not to be able to come because he's so
that's the
close.
same.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you guys didn't have your families down there throughout the season, so how hard was that to be away from them, especially during COVID year?
Very hard.
It was hard. Christmas was probably the hardest, I
Yeah.
think. Like not being able to go home for Christmas when like usually we would be allowed to go home. But I think it went by pretty fast, honestly.
Yeah, it did go by fast, which was nice.
Yeah, like
We're just like fortunate, I guess. We had like 8 of us freshmen here, which was like we were all super close, so it was like so nice that we had that, because like honestly without that it would have been a lot harder for sure.
We ended up buying like a bush as like our Christmas tree, and we put it in like our common room, and it was our little Christmas tree. We got in so much trouble for having this plant in the common room, but we did anyways. But it was good.
Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite NCAA rink besides your home rink?
Oh,
Other than the wit?
other than the way.
probably like Northeastern.
Northeastern, yeah, because they
No.
have a
Probably
really
Northeastern.
No,
they have
I
that
know.
nice.
I don't like the screen.
Other than we lost in there.
I
No.
like the Providence ring.
I was gonna say Providence
I
actually.
like
Kind
that
of
one a
dark
lot.
in there. I think I like
Providence is
BC.
dark.
I liked Merrimack. It felt like tournament style kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I felt like home a bit.
I like the
They're all-
Bulls.
They're
You
all
like
like
the
small
Bulls? I like
compared
the
to
smaller
ours.
rings.
I like our rink the best.
Our rink-
Yeah, ours is
Yeah.
definitely the best, but
Now, favorite road trip that you were able to go on this year?
Well, we went on one.
Probably Vermont.
Vermont.
Charlie had to wear like a little
Yeah, so
visor.
Brianna actually got COVID, so I was like
so I wasn't there.
close contact, but I could still travel with the team. But I needed to have like the big mask on, the face shield. I needed to be far away from the team in a really hot bus. Like
She
it was just
fogging up.
not fun. I was fogging up. I couldn't even see out the window. It was not fun.
And then you had to double mask in the game.
Yeah, and then I had to wear 2 masks in the game. It was hard.
Sorry.
But we I forgive her, so it's fine.
That was terrible. Oh my god.
Now, this season you were coached by Bill Bowes, who announced his retirement after a season after nearly 4 decades. Talk about the honor it was to be coached by him.
I'm gonna miss him.
I'm gonna miss him a lot.
He brought a different joy to the rink. He was always happy.
I think he was like the reason like a lot of us committed here too.
Yeah.
Like we were the ones like talking to him, like even when we were like younger and didn't really know him, like he was like always made us excited to come here, and like it was easy to talk to him like in the recruiting process. So like coming here was like felt like so like, oh, like I already know him. And we're
I'm
definitely gonna
his-
miss him.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss his stories.
Yeah.
a lot.
Always
Tells us some
so
fun
many
stories.
I'll probably still see him around because he's from Hampton as well. So I
Yeah.
always see him at the beach.
He
as
said
well.
he'll be around too next year anyways,
Yeah.
so hopefully we'll see him.
Yeah.
Now, something that your team did at the end of the season was the 603 challenge. Just take us through what that is and how important it is to the women's hockey program.
So,
I don't
the
even know.
the 603 challenge is like a fundraiser within athletic.
Yeah, like each
All of
team
that
has
stuff.
their
So like
own.
each team like raises money for like
Themselves.
themselves. So basically it's very important for us because like women's hockey doesn't make a lot of money. So like this is a big fundraiser for us. So we all like reached out to our families and friends and asked them to donate. But yeah, like it was good. It was like we didn't really know about it until it happened really. Like this year they're like, oh, there's a 603 challenge, and there was like it was fun too because like if you stayed up late like at 12 you could stay up and donate, and then like they would add like a lot of money to your donation. Or like one day it was like they'd add $50 to your donation, so you could just donate like a small amount of money. It had to say like 603 like in the amount you donated, and then they would like add money to your thing. So it was kind of like fun in that sense.
Now, what's the best experience you guys had as freshmen this year?
Beating Northeastern in a shootout.
Yeah.
No one talks about it, but it happened.
It did happen.
happened.
We were there 1 loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Actually,
a
that
fun
was a
It's
experience.
not talked about enough.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Either that or like when we beat Providence, like you scored with like a
Yeah,
minute,
that
like,
was
that
fun.
was
That was
That was
very
a
fun.
good game.
That was good.
Now, take us through each of your first NCAA goals. Who were they against, and what was going through your head?
Mine was against BC, the very first game we played, and like honestly, like it didn't feel real. Like I felt like the whole game I was just like going through the motions, and like I couldn't believe like we were like I was actually like playing it. So then when like I scored, it was like the first goal of the game too. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like this is like a great start. Like I was just like I couldn't imagine like my family back home were probably so excited for me. So yeah, it was an unreal feeling.
Mine was against Holy Cross, and it was my first game back from quarantine, so I was not expecting to play good, or play well, sorry. And then it happened, and I was like, I got to quarantine before all my games.
Yeah.
Mine was also against Holy Cross. Mine was like weird though because like I went to shoot it, remember, and then I like did the spinorama thing, and then I just like it went in, and it was a goal.
It was nice.
It was nice.
It was good.
Mine's in the process. It's coming. I'm working on it every day.
Me too.
So I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that one.
Saving the best for next season, winning like Hockey East Championship or something.
That's
you're
the
right.
plan.
That is the plan.
Now, an Instagram post a lot of you put up was your Halloween costume. Take us through what that was, and
That was actually Chavonne's idea. So you can lead this.
Okay.
That's you.
So the only thought I had in my head is like, okay, like we're in season, so we have to kind of like wear masks the whole time. So like that's how the whole mask thing came into it. So like it was literally like the whole night we were like in this mask. But other than that, like
It was just
It
spring
was
breakers.
just-
we wanted
we were
to
having
we
fun.
wanted to do something with the 8 of us too.
and that was the
Yeah,
biggest
it was
thing.
easy.
So it was easy. It was fun. We're like we can all do it. Yeah.
Yeah, got some cool pictures.
Yeah.
that's awesome. Now we'll get into some of the fan questions that we got. So first, we'll start with Brianna. What was it like winning a gold medal with Team Canada,
It was Team Ontario.
Team Ontario?
Yeah, but it was awesome. Honestly, like that week was like the best week ever. Like we had so much fun. I met so many new friends, and like just the fact that we won like every game, I think, right? Like we just won every game. Like it was just fun. It wasn't like we were like we were like worried and like stressed, but we could just like focus on like we were all like knew what we needed to do. Like we're all good hockey players. Like it was so fun.
And we were roommates.
Yeah, we were roommates.
That's where the roommate bonding
So
started.
it was,
That's
yeah.
where Brianna stole Charli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, but I met Kyla.
Now for Kyla, what was it like to represent Team Atlantic?
I think it's always like special because we come from like such a smaller part in Canada. So kind of when you come together, like the 4 provinces, I think it means a lot to like all the girls to kind of like show what the smaller provinces of Canada do have. I think we actually did have like a pretty good showing. We had some like really good games. It's just always harder with the smaller pool of girls. We don't have, the numbers from where I'm from, but a lot of those girls, they're all great girls. They'll go on to do like so many things. A lot of them are committed D1 too. So I don't know. It's always nice to show like what we have too, which is nice.
Now, Chavonne, what was it like to play in an SO Cup?
Oh, it was actually like that was like one of the like weirdest things because our team had no idea what the SO Cup was. So when we went to provincial finals and we heard about this SO Cup, we were like, let's go. Like let's win this game and let's go. And when we went, it was probably like I'll always remember the plane ride, the bus ride. It's just when we showed up there, like you actually felt like you this is like your time to shine. And then like there was a lot of pressure, but I would go back any day.
We felt important.
Yeah, very important.
Now, Charli, you won a national championship. What was that feeling like?
Well, similar to Brianna, like that was like the biggest championship I've ever won. So it was like a very special moment for me.
Now, Ciara, if you had a pet turtle, what would you name it? And this is a legit fan question someone sent in for, so.
I don't know. I like when animals have like human names for some reason, like pets. I don't know, like probably something like simple, like Fred.
I like that. Huh, that's a good one.
I don't know.
All right, now, a big thing that kind of came out during March Madness, Sedona Prince was huge into it, but men's and women's NCAA athletes being treated fairly. What are your guys' thoughts on seeing what Sedona had put out, and what can the NCAA do better?
I think they can do a lot better.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
We were
about
like
that
sad.
too.
Yeah, it was sad to see that like we always like hear like men are treated better, but then like to actually like see it and yeah, like firsthand, like in an event that's so big, it was just sad, and it was like, yeah, like why wouldn't it just be the same for men and women?
What bothered me a lot was the food. Like, I get equipment can be hard, but like they weren't even getting the same food as the men.
And like
It
food's
didn't make
important.
sense to me. Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of just like, even right now, like the Worlds were supposed to be hosted where I'm from in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and they kind of like called that quits too. And I know that was super frustrating because like the men's U18 Worlds are happening right now.
Yeah, in Texas.
Yeah,
where it's
so
even worse.
It's just like they had months to make a backup plan too. So it's frustrating being like a female athlete and seeing that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. It was heartbreaking to see that, and I have a couple of buddies on the Canadian team who are at under 18s right now, and it's hard for me even cheer for them. Like my one buddy had 4 points last night, but it's like, all right, you guys get to play, and the women didn't. Like, really, like, and they're down in Texas where I don't even think they need to wear masks. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about IHF right now, but like, I don't think their teams are wearing masks around the rink and stuff. So like, it's not even close to being fair, I don't think. Now, obviously, you guys were in the middle of the season when NHL came back. Do you guys have a favorite NHL team? And if so, who is it? And how exciting is it to see NHL hockey every night?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Toronto
for me.
Maple Leafs for me as well.
It was
Ottawa
nice.
Senators for me.
Boston Bruins. Okay.
We got
Toronto.
I really don't watch the NHL like at all, but like my family is Toronto.
Well, I gotta watch like Austin Matthews.
I don't watch a lot either, but when we went home for a couple weeks, like just this past March, and like Ontario's in lockdown right now, right? So I would just like watch the Leaf game with my dad. So it was kind of like nice to like do something normal at home that I haven't done in a while.
I usually watch the Bruins pretty much every time they play, but I usually watch with my dad. With my dad,
Yeah,
but
your dad.
so
Now, one of the fan questions we got is favorite Ottawa Senators player. One of my buddies is a huge Sens fan, so he wants to know each of your favorite Senators players. And I guess Charlie's going to have the best answer here as a Sens fan.
Yeah, I would literally say Angus Crichton.
Crichton.
He's not there yet,
yet,
but he
but
will be.
He's on the AHL team. He's just the only one I know, honestly.
Just support in our
Go in
Wildcats.
there.
I don't even know any right now, I don't think. But they are my favorite team. But I don't really know any of them. If that makes sense. They all move all the time.
True.
Like,
Is Patrick Kingston?
He's never there. The awkward moment. Never been there.
Oh
Blackhawks,
gosh,
sorry.
that's a good.
That's how much we know about NHL.
That's awesome. Now, obviously, women's worlds are canceled. That's obviously tragic. Just take us through what your first thoughts were when you heard the news.
Honestly, my first thought was this would not happen to the men's.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah. I wasn't
I'm not
surprised.
surprised.
We were probably waiting for it to get canceled, honestly.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys were on a selection committee for the Olympics next year, who would you choose for the men's and women's team for Team USA or Team Canada?
Like for players?
Yeah.
Like
Julia Gosling.
for Team
Julia
Canada.
Gosling for Team Canada. She's our friend and she's really good. I don't know.
Anyone?
One of my
Well,
friends.
Kendall Coyne's good, but she's older.
She's old. One of my friends, Cole Perfetti, probably for the men's side for the Canadian team. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because there hasn't been an announcement if NHL guys are coming yet, or if it's just gonna be because you gotta look at it both ways. Like World Junior side, you've got like Canadians, you got like Perfetti, Byfield, like those guys that tore it up at the World Juniors this year, and then like US side, you got to go with like Zegras, Caulfield, like. But then you have 100 different options if you get like men's from the NHL going. It's insane. Like you got all the guys like Crosby and McDavid on a line for Canada would be unbelievable, and even if Stevens on that line, like that would be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, on behalf of the listeners, I'd like to thank all of you for coming on here today. It was an honor to chat hockey with you, and we wish you the best of luck in your season next year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.